Hey guys, it's Greg. Greg is fun back once again with some more really bad gameplay. Guys, I need your help to get better because I am just so bad. I think I'm starting to get a little bit better each time that I bring another video to you, but it's still not good. And I think that I'm at least starting to get a little bit better at identifying places where I screwed up. So I haven't been able to get to my locals for a few weeks. Thankfully, my buddy Marty decided that he would come over and play with me a little bit. So that is what we're going to be seeing. And yeah, he's just head and shoulders so much better than I am at this game. Not just at this game, he's just really so much better at trading card games than I am. But you know, it's great because now I if I am able to play against him regularly, then I am able to have someone to um, aspire to match, and just it's another goal for me to get better. But anyways, let's get into it. I will say that I am currently playing the princess deck that Nora One More Lore. I'll put her link to her video down in the comments, and a link to the deck list itself. But this is a princess hyper aggro deck. It is Amber Sapphire, uh, and you'll see how it does. I will point out a couple things as we go along. I will also just preface all of this by saying that my camera messed up a little bit, so I will have to pause ever so slightly toward the end and just switch from one video to the next. My camera didn't want to do it all at once, so anyways, let's get in and see how it all goes.
All right, let's go ahead and
So this is your standard hyper aggro amber and sapphire deck. So you really want to be able to get those princesses. You want to get some ramp. In this particular deck, the primary ramp is going to
yeah,
be
I'm gonna go
your
alongside with you.
Aurora holding court, and that allows you to play princesses cheaper. And you're hoping to get out Tiana early on. You're hoping to get out some board protection, but also you really want to apply the lure pressure from the get go.
What you dealing with?
So a wide board is a happy board.
That is super.
And I had to toss a bunch back. I had a few Moana who she would have been good, strong character, but a little late in the game for that, and she was uninkable, so that wasn't an ideal
All
situation.
right,
So as we can see, I do have
all right.
the
So,
the Vanellope von Sweets
all right,
line shift line here. I do have a couple of the Aurora, which is going to help me to get some stuff out on the board.
all right. Discard.
So I am on the draw in this game. He's playing an Emerald Steel
Okay,
deck
good.
that this is actually the a deck that came in top 4 of the Bologna DLC is how it was toted,
Whoa.
or how it was listed.
Come on, buddy. Oh,
Oh,
sorry, you're back.
bye bye, kitty.
Come
Can't
on.
be on the table right now, bud.
Thanks. We're trying to play on the table.
Okay, so Marty starts off with a Bobby Zimmerowski, which
Yeah, there you go.
it's a pretty strong first play. You draw a card and then discard a card. It's good. It gives you more options that way. You know, you sacrifice a
Okay.
card, but you also get to see an additional
All right,
card.
I will
So
draw for turn.
that's a good one. Okay, so draw, get the Aurora shift, which is great. And so at this point, maybe this is a bit of a mistake how I do this, but you shall see.
I will
Thinking how I'm gonna do this, but
ink an
I
aurora
ink an Aurora
and play an aurora.
and play an Aurora. I kind of feel
So
like
what you
it would
want
have
to
been smarter
do
for me to hold on to the other
is
Aurora.
one.
Number one would be
You
another
want to
option as a
select the
shift
one
target.
whenever
Number
it
two,
appears
it would
requested.
ensure that I would
One
have
blue
more
spot. It is
options and more
super rare
opportunities
to use
to pay fewer lore when I'm summoning my summoning when I'm casting. I don't know how do we get the glimmers out? Do we call them? Do we summon them? Do we draw them from the stories? For some reason, I'm blanking on the terminology that we use in this game. So there we see I'm readjusting so I can get the Vanellope shift line in there. Also, has anyone tried this deck? I get a real kick out of Nora One Lore More out of her videos and such. I think that she does a really great job of explaining the idea behind the decks that she presents. So I suspect that others are in the same boat. Okay, so there we go. Fire the cannons, takes out Aurora, which again, hindsight being what it is, I should have held on to the other Aurora instead of inking. Maybe should have inked the mini at that point. But, actually, I very rarely do I actually play this mini. I think it's an end game card, which has a lot of upside, but when you get it early, you're really never going to be playing it. All right, so ink the mini, bring out the Vanellope von Sweets, and then there's nothing I could do. So I'm already playing from behind, which is of course not ideal. In this type of deck, you really want to be able to put your foot down on the gas and just go. Now you're about to see a card that I had to swap in to the deck. I didn't have all of the cards from the top four Emerald Steel deck, and you're about to see one of the cards that I had to swap in. I think that what I was missing was Doc. Mostly because I only own 4 copies and they were tied up in another deck. Maybe it was not. Yeah, anyways, there's the Nala. There's the Nala from Fabled, the Undaunted Linus. She costs 2, uninkable, 0-2, quest for 2, and while character has no damage, she gets +1 lore and resist 1. Okay, there we have the Queen. Now, I have a feeling that I am not using these cards properly. So I see cards that I don't really feel are super valuable, super useful, when they probably are. Like, I really struggled with Rapunzel when she was still legal. Okay, there we have the Vanellope von Schweetz shift. He's able to do 2 lore.
I will pass.
Whenever you play a princess character, all opposing characters get -1 power.
And keep that power going.
Okay. I can work with this.
But yeah, just as a for example, like I was saying, I couldn't figure out Rapunzel back in the day. Like I was always like, well, I'm not even going to use Rapunzel because everyone just trades. They don't put damage on characters. But that's just because it never crossed my mind. My mind just doesn't work that way to say, well, what you could do is you could use one of your characters and challenge something that they won't die, but they'll get up to 3 damage on them. And then you play. Because in my mind, you play first, and then you do your actions like your challenges and questing and such. It's like you ink, you play your card, you quest, and then you challenge. That's like how my brain defaults how to play a turn. So yeah, it didn't cross my mind that what you do is you simply bash your character against another and then heal them with the Rapunzel and get your card draw. So yeah, I that's why I get the feeling that I am not fully recognizing the potential of certain cards like the Queen or like Minnie. I very rarely do I play either of those cards.
And I'm going to play another Nala.
Okay, there's a second Nala
Sid Merfolk.
and a cursed merfolk
And
coming down. So he quests. He now gets up to 4, or excuse me, he now gets up to 5. Zimaruski followed by the Nala and the Zimaruski, so that's he's at 5 now, and I am at 2 because I simply quested once with the Vanellope. And so now, here in the spirit of having a wide board, let's see what I end up doing. Just knowing a little bit about the deck that he's playing, board wasn't super important. So that's why I decided that I would put down Aurora. I was thinking that I would have my 2 Annas out there, wide board, and then when I got around to it again, I would play the Moana, who would have the opportunity not only to get me 3 lore, but also she would write my other characters, and they wouldn't really be wouldn't be able to get challenged. And then I just let him know that his characters are -2 strength because of Vanellope's ability. I played 2 princesses, which meant that each one of those gets a makes opposing characters -1 strength. And then this is really where things start to go downhill. And this is one of those big things that I recognize this is a colossal mess up. You know, I currently have 6 lore on the board. I should have been able to stick around a little bit. I should have been able to he had played the Ursula Seaver, and I didn't have any non-characters in hand, but still was showing what I had in hand. And he actually just highlighted what it was that I really messed up with and what I really needed to do for next time. So we're just getting to the blip in the video, and let's see how we go here. Nope, not that one. We don't want that. We want... Sorry about this. Here we go. Sorry about that.
So that's 6.
Okay, so now
8,
he's
9.
questing for
14.
Bobby is 1 plus 3 each for
14
the
to 4.
Nalas
Yeah,
plus
it's
the 2
not
for the
looking
Chris
good.
Merfolk,
It's not looking good.
which is going to be 6,
Alright,
7, 8,
draw my
9.
card.
So now he's at 14, and I know on the board he's got Loreful.
Yeah.
But what it is that I really needed to highlight, and I really needed to not what I really needed to do differently is read the cards. I'm throwing it in here because I didn't think I could take out the Nalas.
Yeah, I
because
can't.
I thought they had resist.
I can't do anything.
They
You,
don't.
sir, have won.
They have resist 1. They have
Alright.
0 attack.
Good game.
I could have
See,
damaged them.
what's upsetting
easily.
about this is this
Maybe
is
not
supposed
taking
to be
them out,
hyper
but
aggro.
at least it would have made it so that they
And
wouldn't have so
that
much.
the
they wouldn't
Nalas
have the
that I
resist
couldn't deal
on
with,
them anymore,
holy
and they wouldn't have
smokes!
the extra lore. So, anyways,
That was,
there it is.
yeah,
Let me know in the comments
pretty
what it
sick.
is that you saw as we were going through. Did it match up with the things that I was pointing out? Are there any other concepts that you think that I would benefit from playing and incorporating? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Again, check out in the description. You'll see the deck list. You'll see the video that Nora had done. And yeah, there it is, guys. I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.